So the question was, how do you make a straight edge? And assuming you don't have a straight edge, how are you going to make one? And I don't know exactly how best to explain it, so I will repeat what I heard in a YouTube video that I found that I will link in the bottom or in the description. And it was that if you take three shapes, right? Ooh, nice. If you take three shapes, the one common thing that they'll have between all three of them is a straight line, right? So, or a plane, right? A straight plane that is perfectly straight. And it may be really small or really large, but there will always be a straight plane through it. Okay, so you take three shapes that are straight, and you gotta have a way to abrade them or use an abrasive. So either that's using a file or sandpaper or a saw blade or whatever other abrasive you can use. You have to be able to remove the material, like that episode from SpongeBob where he has the statue or the block of marble, and he hits it with the hammer, and then it turns into the statue where the guy's looking all fancy and fly. So how do you remove that material? Right. So whatever material you choose, if it's wood or metal, you have to be able to take away the material to discover that straight edge, the plane that's found in all shapes and all materials. So you have to be able to do that. Then you also have to have a way to note when two surfaces are not meeting correctly. So if you have, two jagged surfaces, you can't just start hacking away because while you may be able to see up to a point, where it's flat and where it's not, it's going to get to a point where your eye is not going to be able to tell if it's flat or not, or where it's high or where it's low. So if there's a way that you can show that so that you can then braid down the material that is high, then you wouldn't have to trust that, oh, well, it looks flat to me, right? So if you can color or dye the entire surface, then when you rub them together, rub them in opposite directions, then where they're high will rub off and where they're low will stay colored. So you'll know, okay, I have to take off the bits that are uncolored. And then you keep doing that until you have all three surfaces are not, they're all rubbing off equally or as equal as possible. And the one thing you got to note is you have to not only go from A to B to C, right? But you also, in between A and B, you have to rotate them not just 90 degrees, right? Because if you have squares and it's, flat in this way and it's flat in this way, then what about all the angles in between? And there's a specific video that I'm referencing that I will post in the description that will show exactly what I'm talking about. So that's how you would make a straight edge. This would actually be a straight or a flat surface, not just a straight edge. But you could make a straight edge by doing the exact same thing with one of these blocks and then taking a piece of material like a ruler size or ruler shape and then noting where it's high with the same exact thing using your die and using your abrasive, whatever your abrasive is, like I said, files or sandpaper or saw blade or whatever other abrasive you're using. So that's at least the method that I've learned, that I figured out, I guess, how to make a straight edge, how to make a flat surface. So if you guys have any other methods or find any other videos that I didn't post, don't be afraid to link those in the comments and tell me about them. All right, see you guys.